Well, when it comes to the Tupac murder, I can confidently say who did it or who was in the vicinity of where it happened. The Keefe D story, the first Keefe D interview essentially laid out the story and all the pieces fit together, right? Mm-hmm. Between Keefe D's story, Edie Amin, who was in the car behind him, Chris Carroll, the first responder, everything fits together. We know why Tupac died. It was over the MGM incident, and it was retaliation over that. Mm-hmm. When it comes to Biggie's murder, I am not confident in terms of who did it. I interviewed Mob James, who was, the head of Death Row's street security. He was the one that brought all the Bloods into Death Row. Mm-hmm. He thinks it was a guy named Pucci, who was a Blood, who was associated with Suge, who's known as a shooter and a killer, who's now dead. When you hear the theory that Pucci was the shooter, what is your take on it?
Right on.
Was Pucci known as a shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a hitter for real, for real.
Okay. Yeah. So doing something like this would not be out of character?
Not at all. Now that he's dead, everybody can speak on it and whatever now. I'm surprised they haven't came and said they know who did it. But the hood talks. Everybody know who was doing what, especially when it comes around Death Row. So, yeah, everybody knew who did it, why it was done. And, some cats are still applauding the fact that it happened because we lost Tupac. So just in retaliation of that, it is what it is. That's how they felt.
Okay, so in terms of the streets talking and the rumors, is Pucci the name that comes up more often than not?
That's it.
Okay. So if you were to bet,
I win a lot of goddamn money.
If you were to bet Pucci or Amir Muhammad or the government,
I'll win a lot of goddamn money.
Okay, but by betting on Pucci.
Yes, sir. Man, come on, this is street shit. This war was going on between Death Row and Bad Boy.
Right, because if it was ultimately proven that Pucci was the one who did it, then that ties Shug Knight into that conspiracy.
Yes.
I remember Theo, the radio DJ called me up one day and said, it's this one cop with LAPD. We looked into it. There's no actual proof of any of this. So right now in 2023, I honestly, as much as I know and as many people as I speak to, I honestly don't know who killed Biggie. Do you feel like you know who killed Biggie?
Yeah.
Can you say it?
No, I'm going to tell it on the series.
Okay. But you feel confident you know who did it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I did my research.
Okay.
And stop blaming Suge, because nowhere in Suge's story has always been beat them niggas up, fuck them niggas up, drag them niggas, beat their ass. There's no, in this story, there's no kill him, shoot him. Niggas was shooting Suge.
Well, but the thinking was, hey, I lost my big artist.
I'm gonna
make you lose your big artist.
Suge is y'all painting these characters. All these guys was puppets, scapegoats. Bigger plays were involved with them when it came to this hundreds and billions of dollars in money, man.
Okay. Well, Biggie passes away, and there was a huge funeral procession in Brooklyn. Like nothing anyone's ever seen. You were there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was one of his pallbearers.
You were one of the pallbearers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
That was a loss. But at least you got to see Brooklyn celebrate.
But I seen Brooklyn celebrate from the first record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like from the first song at the radio, Brooklyn was there. The tunnel.
Yeah.
One thing, we go to the tunnel, they say, how many with y'all? All of them. And Big would stay by the front of the door until the whole Brooklyn got into the tunnel.
Love it.